Okay, right, so we're done with that section there. Okay, now from this point, so that's basically a quick intro from a working papers perspective, where you can automate all of the stuff. Again, last time I'm going to mention, you can do this in a generic way for your firm template so that all of this information pulls through. Some of it will pull through only once you start automating this when we start with the audit. Okay, so I'm going to be closing this. It's going to ask me, do I wish to save? Obviously, I've done a lot of work. Click on save, and there we go. Okay, so just a quick recap. We can use Connector from an audit perspective to streamline your audit and audit working papers for optimum efficiency. Okay, so we can definitely use this from that perspective. Now, the next segment that I'm going to quickly get into is more from a monthly reporting perspective. I'm going to start off with a little bit of auditing. Okay, still staying on audit, maybe some analytical review, and then I'm also going to be going into the more on a monthly management report perspective. So I'm going to start off with a balance sheet that we're going to be built, and then from that perspective, you can have balance sheets for normal monthly management reporting, but we can also use a balance sheet when we're doing our analytical review at the beginning, at the prelim phase of the audit. Okay, so I'll be quickly throwing that in there as well. Then we're going to be going into the income statement, 12 months, maybe showing your July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, June. Okay, and then also income statement, maybe the current year balance versus the budget balance, maybe a multi-divisional reporting, which a little bit later, I'm going to show you how to do that as well if you need to do that. So first of all, let's start with our balance sheet. So I'm going to come back to my CaseWare working papers, and I'm going to go and create a whole new folder called monthly management reporting. Maybe under my financial statements preparation, I'll maybe put it under this section. So I'll go right click, new. I'll create a new folder, and I'll call it monthly reporting. Cool. And then underneath that, I'll go create a new Excel document. Okay, and for today, I'm just going to keep on continue working on the same one. Okay, the document number, I'll give it my own initials because I'm busy. Oh, let's make it M001, and I'll call it monthly reporting. And I'll save it. Once I've done that, okay, so now it's a nice new folder under monthly management financial statements. Open that up, and I can quickly open up my Excel document. Okay, so quickly go do that for me on your side. Okay, again, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so that we can just see what's happening. So from a monthly management perspective, we would generally not say client name because we might be the client doing the actual monthly management reports. So I think a suited description would be the entity name, because I could be reporting on multiple entities, etc. Okay, so I'm going to again do the same thing, go to add-ins, CaseWare linkage, and I'm just going to pull through again the name as Queen Industries. I'm going to click on accept. Okay, and then I'm going to go type there again. I'm going to now say the year end that I'm reporting on. Okay, and that's going to be my year end date here. Click on accept, and there we go. I'm going to go right click, format cells, and I would want it to be a date format. And there we go. Cool. So I'm going to quickly ask you to do the same thing for me on your side. Quick. We've done this already, so we should know how to do this. Okay, now for the next segment, I'm going to be building a balance sheet. So I'll be changing this description to balance sheet, okay, or now more known as the statement of financial performance. So I'll quickly call it there the statement of financial performance. Okay, and then I'm going to start off with assets and non-current assets. Okay, so we're going to be building a nice little quick statement of financial performance on here. Now for today, I'm just going to be doing some of the statement of financial performance items, and I'm going to stick with only the non-current assets section. Okay, so generally we'll be getting stuff. We'll have stuff like property, plant, and equipment, intangible assets, etc. For today, we're only going to be doing the ones that's got balances that I've mapped. So I'm going to be opening up my CaseWare. I'm going to go back to account, assign mapping numbers. And then I'm only going to focus on the one with balances. So I'm going to open up my balance sheet, assets, non-current assets, and I'll only be doing property, plant, and equipment, intangibles, goodwills, investments and subsidiaries, and other financial assets, deferred tax, and finance lease receivables. Okay, so I'll give you time to go and populate this on your side as well. So for now, you can just go open up your mapping screen and type in all the descriptions that's got balances for today. Okay. Okay, so just a quick recap on what I've done. I've got my entity name, my year end, okay, and I've also then populated and typed in all of the amounts as well as all of this, and just getting everything ready. I've put in some formulas to pull through anything that I add within that section there. Okay, so I'll still give you time, and then once you're done, we can continue.